Hello, I'm Armida Carr, bilingual speech language pathologist, owner, and founder of New Horizon Therapy. Welcome back to Therapy Thursday, where I answer your questions or talk about a topic as it relates to speech or occupational therapy. Today I will answer the question of what is echolalia. So echolalia is basically the repetition of words or sentences. We see it very often in kids with autism, but it is also something that typically developing children have and use, especially between the ages of 18 months to 30 months, where kids will repeat either sentences or phrases from or words from their favorite TV shows, or phrases or sentences they've heard from their parents or caregivers, teachers, things like that. And one of the phenomenons is that, typically developing children, they learn by words and then they start putting the words together. Kids with autism learn more by chunking or by the sentences, by repeating those sentences. And the way they repeat the sentences, and it's something that we assess here at the clinic as well. Let me just kind of go through a list of what the kids might be, especially the kids with autism or even typically developing children, why they use or in what ways, are they trying to communicate. So sometimes, believe it or not, when they are repeating sentences or phrases or words, there is a purpose or there is something that they're trying to communicate. So some of the things they might be trying to do is asking for things, starting to interact or to keep it going. So their way of forming. And again, each sentence or something is a little bit different. To draw someone's attention to something, to protest. So if the child imitates, you don't want to wear those pants, they might be saying, I don't want to wear those pants. To answer a yes question. So if the child imitates, do you want yogurt? He might be asking for yogurt. So there's different ways that kids repeat either words or phrases over and over again. And like I said, sometimes the way they repeat or the things they repeat and say over and over again, it's probably a way of them trying to get a need met or a want, that as professionals and as therapists, we can differentiate of what they're trying to ask and how they're using the language. The other thing too is if they are emotional or trying to calm down, sometimes we see kids repeating words over and over again because they don't have the language or they don't have the exact words on how they're feeling. So a lot of times occupational therapy will help with that in regulating and in finding ways to help them communicate with that. So echolalia, we hear it all the time. It is something that we do see here at the clinic often and we treat often. And when a child does come in and we do our assessment, it is part of our assessment if a child is doing that. And we also train and teach parents to help with that echolalia and what they do with it. Because essentially we do find the purpose of why they're doing it. And then after we find that out, then we can provide guidance and help to the parents. So it's a little complex, but it's something that I love. And I know that, I love kids when they do come in repeating words, phrases, and then we kind of develop into this fully functional, communicating little human being, which is amazing. So again, we have to find the purpose. And then once we know the purpose of their communication or how they're using it, then we can kind of guide parents on what to do at home and how to help them with that development so they stop doing that. So if you have any questions on that, or if you see your child that is repeating phrases or sentences and you're a little concerned about it, feel free to give me a call and I'd be more than happy to talk to you about it. Or if you guys have any questions, feel free to send them in and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. So thank you again for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.